Hello guys and welcome to this Jujutsu Kaisen video. And in this video, I will be talking about the newest chapter of the Jujutsu Kaisen manga. And in this video, I will be talking about the backstory of Hana Kurusu. So Hana Kurusu first appeared in chapter 145 of the Culling Games arc, and the author told us that her name is Angel. And in this moment, we saw that she was flying through the air, and she was also holding a trumpet at the same exact time. And then the next time we saw Hana Kurusu was in chapter 173, and we saw that she was descending upon Megumi's unconscious body. And this was a very mysterious moment, and in this scene the author was building up the mystery of her character. And then in chapter 199 we learned that Hana carried Megumi to a hotel room, and while she was on the way to this hotel room she met up with Yuji and Takaba. And when they got to the hotel room we learned that Angel saved Megumi. And when Megumi regained consciousness, we saw that Angel called Megumi her fated one. And after arriving at the hotel room, Kurusu decided to team up with Megumi, Yuji, and Takaba. And at this hotel room Megumi said thank you to Kurusu for saving him. And in this chapter we also learned that a sorcerer named Angel got reincarnated into Hana's body, and Angel is 1,000 years old. And we learned that the goal of Angel is to kill all the reincarnated Culling Game players. And in order to accomplish this goal, Angel has decided to coexist with Hana Kurusu. And then in chapter 201, we saw that Hana Kurusu was heading out with her new teammates, and in this moment they were leaving the hotel. And then the next time we saw her was in chapter 209, and this was the moment where the soldiers were entering the Culling Games. And in this moment we saw that Angel was actually smart enough to guess what Kenjaku's plan was all by herself. And this deductive ability was very impressive. And this moment was also a testament to her mental capabilities. And then in chapter 210 we finally got to see the backstory of Hana Kurusu, and we learned that she had a very horrifying backstory. And in this chapter we learned that Hana Kurusu was raised by a cursed spirit, and we saw that the cursed spirit was feeding her. And in this scene we learned that she didn't have any parents to take care of her, and she has been an orphan ever since she was a child. While being raised by this cursed spirit, Hana was forced to live in horrible living conditions, and we saw that she was wearing tattered and dirty clothes. And during this time she lived in an abandoned house with the cursed spirit, and we saw that she also lived with 3 other children. And she told us that all of these children knew that the cursed spirit wasn't their mother. However, despite this, these children eventually stopped talking about this subject. And the reason why the children stopped talking about this subject is because the cursed spirit would always murder the children who started crying. And these were very horrifying living conditions, and living in this type of environment was a very traumatic experience for such a small child. However, this experience made her a very strong person, and this experience was also what gave Hana the determination to start saving people. And when she was saved from this cursed spirit, Hana learned that she had actually been trapped in there for a whole entire year. And we learned that she was saved from the cursed spirit by following a white dog. And in the next scene we learned that this dog is actually Megumi's divine dog, and in this moment we learned that Hana Kurusu was saved by Megumi. And Megumi also saved her from very horrible living conditions. And this backstory did a great job of explaining why Hana is in love with Megumi, and it also did a great job of explaining their connection. And in the next scene of this flashback we saw Gojo and Megumi, and they were just walking away from Kurusu. And the final panel of this backstory shows us Hana Kurusu, and we can see the difference between the flashback and the current timeline, and this panel is just showing us how much she has changed. And in the present timeline Hana declares to herself that she will become someone who is worthy of standing by Megumi's side. And in this moment we saw that she just saved a soldier from a cursed spirit, and this was a very angelic moment. And in this moment Hana thought to herself that she now has the resolve to save people, and this moment was showing us her determination. And at the end of chapter 210 we get to see Hana Kurusu descending upon her teammates. And in this moment Hana asked Yuji if he has something to say to her, and while she was saying this she was also winking at the exact same time. Anyway guys, so far this is all we know about her character, and she is my favorite character in this story. And I also really loved getting to see Hana's character interactions with Takaba, and I thought that their back and forth dynamic was very funny. And the fact that Hana saved the soldier from the cursed spirit really showed us that she has a very strong conviction to help people, and I am really looking forward to seeing the development of her character. Anyway guys, let me know what you think of this character in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.